Okay, it's time for me to come clean. I've got an addiction. Alright, I've got an addiction. I've been bitten by a bug. Let me just show you. This is a website called Amazon. And I spend at least an hour a day on it. I'm sorry, but I just have to have it. I need this to live. I need to get it. I need to buy it. Okay, it's possible that I'm beyond the point of any return. But I'm willing to try to get rid of my gear searching and buying habits. Although I really want to get the Sony A7S Mark II. With a nice little Sigma 24. Oh, Sigma 24 to 70. Nah, I actually seen a lens today that was a 1.4. What was it? 10 to 18? Yeah, 10 to 18 or 10 to 16. 1.4. But it was a Sony. It was a Sigma lens, but it was for a Sony mount. So, see, this is what I'm like. I'm going to randomly just like change the camera angle every now and then. Hope you know that. It keeps it a little bit interesting, I think. I had to take the day off of tech today, which was really bad because we had like a meeting to go to, and I just couldn't make it. Ow! There was a meeting that I had to go to today, but missed it because I had an appointment today. I had to go get my teeth done, well, teeth checked by the dentist. And they said this time that it wasn't too bad, but it's still bad. So that's great news. Like, because usually they're like, you haven't got down your sweets. You need to eat less sweets and fizzy minerals. And this time I really tried. I really did. Like I have an electric toothbrush, which I need it for an illustration. Which, for those of you that don't know, an electric toothbrush is electric. Believe it or not, there's a learning curve because you don't just turn it on. Because that happens. I made the mistake of turning it on with the toothpaste on it before putting it in my mouth, and the toothpaste just kind of flung everywhere. So there's that. You learn something new every day. Of course you guys have read the title. I'm on Amazon again. What's wrong with me? Why did I do this? I swear that I don't mean to. So you guys have read the title. I'm doing a video on storytelling because I wanna. Well, I don't really know if it's about storytelling. I'd say maybe it's about. Let's just say it's about storytelling because anything else is too advanced for me. I'm not good with big words. Did that sound Russian enough? Did that sound stereotypically Russian enough? Here we go. I'm going to need Google for this. Film was created in the 1800s. It was in black and white, usually under a minute with no sound. Then in the 1890s, they started putting pianos to it. During the 1890s, film became several minutes long and started to consist of several shots. The first film studios were built in 1897. The first rotating camera for taking panning shots was built in 1898. There's your history lesson. Around, is it 120 years ago? Roughly that. About 120 years ago, film pretty much was created. And in those 120 years, like, human beings, we're creative, we adapt, we evolve, we create things, we're brilliant. It's the imagination is the one thing that sets us apart from every single other being on the planet. That and we have sex for fun. Oh, except dolphins do too, apparently. I haven't talked to many. Right. So in that time, we have like figured out so many different ways of storytelling. Like you can have subliminal messaging. Like, ooh, what number were you thinking of? 13? Haha! I knew that because of subliminal messaging. Like you can have like visual storytelling. Like you can have blah 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 up on screen. You could have that. You could have audio, like visuals, and be like, yes, this is rotating balls on a clock. They stop and turn around again. Like you could have the commentary like that. But the one I'm talking about today is the storytelling through YouTube. The format of it. and how open it is to people. So let's do this thing. Cringy? I wasn't calling you cringy, I was saying that I'm cringy. So, our story begins with vlogging. Vlogging storytelling is pretty much the most available to everybody because you need a phone for it. There you go. And because it is so available to everybody, there's so many different ways of doing it, and it's so open because it's YouTube. It's great. Big storytellers, like people who do amazing stories, are, in my opinion, I know, are Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat, Cody Warner, Dan Mace, those types of people. That's 4 people, all telling stories, but of 4 distinct styles. It's okay to have your own style, and your own style can define you. Like, people will see something and they'll be like, oh, that looks like theirs. And this can also be a bit of a hindrance because, like, if I do cinematic stuff, some people might be like, oh, you're copying Peter McKinnon because he does cinematic stuff. You just have to block out the haters, man. Block them out. So now that all, like, the setup is done, I'm going to show you guys a few things that you can do to make your stories that kind of stand out, make them just different. Okay, so I've got like an underlying theme for this. So the tip that I'm going to tell you that will encompass all that this video is about is dumb it down. Dumb it down. That's it. Dumb it down. Something that might set you apart is the way you do your audio. Because audio, like, as you may know, you hear it. And it's like one of the biggest things that can stand out in video. So if you're trying to stand out, don't do what people assume, because then they're just like, of course that's meant to sound that way. So say if like birds are flying, like in this shot, instead of putting in the audio of like birds squawking or whatever the hell they do, put in like an airplane noise or something like that, like, because that will be like, to people they're like, wait, what? That doesn't fit, but it does fit because flying and flight of an airplane, like, they're linked. Now, of course, this doesn't always work. Like this example, like you could have like a car driving, but have like a bicycle wheel. Like that doesn't really work because you're like, that doesn't fit. Whereas a bike with a car noise, that does fit. I think it's because it's like going a step up, like bird to airplane. It's a step up, but whenever you do a step down, it just sounds weird to people. That might be your style. Like I know me, like I'm weird as all hell. Tip number 2. Get shots that no one else gets. I remember watching a Peter McKinnon video ages ago. Was it ages ago or recently? It was about how to become a better photographer. And he simply said, don't take shots that everyone else is taking because it might look good, but there's thousands of those shots. What you could do is go a little bit to the left or the right, or just take it from a different angle, and it could still look good or even better. So get shots that like other people don't get. Like I just got a shot, like an overhead shot there now. Think outside the box. And my final little tip is be yourself. I ran into a haircut. Be yourself, be creative, be who you want to be. And just do it. It's so incredibly insane what storytelling can do to your mind and what you can do for it. It's like a friendship. You and the story are friends, and you develop ways of doing things. It's like a bike. Storytelling is a bit like a bike. Or like any vehicle. Okay, you can upgrade it. You can get better at doing it. And it will still take you from A to B. Of course, like you're trying to reach a goal of like reaching people and creating something that's amazing and inspiring, or you're just doing it because you want to. Storytelling can get you from A to B, and it's so amazing. So, tip number 3: be yourself. Just go out and do it. Like, I keep dabbing by accident. Just because, like, you can have an idea. You can have any idea. And I hope that this video helps you with this idea. Like, just think outside the box, okay? Every single person is different. So don't think as a group. Don't, like, because I'm Irish, that might mean that I think a certain way. But I like to think that I don't think like anyone else. I think like me. I've got a weird brain. But we all do, and that's amazing because it sets everybody apart.
and wherever you set yourself apart from other people, you begin to stand out, and you just, it's such a great thing, like, storytelling, you're great. That has been my little tip of the day. I don't really know what else to say, I just hope you guys like this one. So, if you did like it, share the video, because we really need to get other people out there just pumped and motivated to do whatever they want, and I hope this can educate a few people. So, from me to all of you guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, everybody. Did I whistle in that outro? Man, that was weird.